So when you walk in here, you've got all these photos of people that have won this event, and you're up there as well. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's nice. We spoke at the end of the tournament last year, and I said it was a dream come true, and it really is. Even 9 months down the line now, and yeah, seeing that being back here is great. It reminds me of some good memories last year for sure.
How special was that final round?
It's probably the best round of golf I've played, certainly under the circumstances as well. Just very good tee to green, made some good saves when we needed to, held some good putts as well. So all round it was very good, and also mentally remaining patient and very much trying to stay in the moment as much as possible. As cliche as it sounds, was really good too. So for me, it's probably the best round of golf I've played.
And you had the added drama of a little playoff as well, didn't you? Which sort of like, that's like, I've done this, I've got to go again. But tell us about your memories of that, because Tommy was classy in defeat, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. And funnily enough, that was the first thing I really remember straight after the playoff, was how Tommy kind of greeted me afterwards. And I genuinely felt more bad for Tommy than I felt happy for myself in that moment. And I think he saw that on my face, and he simply said, "Don't worry, enjoy." And I just thought that was so classy of him, and that just says a lot about who he is as a person as well.
On your CV, you've got Rolex winner now. Okay, what does that mean to you to be on that list of people that won Rolex events?
It's incredible. The Rolex events are the pinnacle of the European Tour events. We have very few during the year, and they all attract world-class fields. So to compete in those, let alone to win those, is a fantastic achievement. So to be able to have done that is incredible.
So now you've got to go and defend it, and there's some good players here this week, isn't it? It's great to be defending champion, but tell us about the quality of field you're up against.
Yeah, it's really good. I've not looked at the list, if I'm being completely honest, but through seeing a few of the guys here, I'm sure there are a number of the top 50 in the world who are here, probably a number of the top 10 in the world who are here. And so it should be. The Scottish Open is an amazing event, and it's also the week before the Open Championship, so it works out well for their schedules. But it's just a privilege to be able to compete against the best players in the world, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
So you won in near silence. There's a few fans back as well. That's going to add a little bit more to it, isn't it? Because it's great to see fans back at golf.
Yeah, definitely. It's fantastic. At the Irish Open last week, I think we had crowds of about 4,000 to 5,000 a day, which was lovely. It's about to say it reminds me of the good old days, but it does. It almost feels like a very long time ago since we were able to play in front of crowds, and it just creates a nice atmosphere. It's great for the event, and it's great for us. Being in the middle of it, they've definitely been missed.
Has it been frustrating what's happened since October the 4th? Because in an ideal world you kick on, okay, and it may not have happened. How do you see that part?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a strange period. Immediately after Scotland last year had a solid couple of results, but this season has been a little bit hit and miss. Made a couple of tweaks which didn't really work out over a period of time, so it's easy to say in hindsight that I could have done things a little bit differently, but it's all part of the learning process, and within that learning process you have periods of success, such as the Scottish Open last year, but also within that process you have periods where the performances are not so good, but ultimately it's about learning and continuing to progress and continuing to grow, and sometimes those results are not immediate, and sometimes those results happen very soon, so it's very hard to put your finger on where that point is that you actually improve. But I think if you can keep learning, then you're on a good road to improvement.
Finally, so if it hasn't gone particularly well how you wanted it, when you come back to a course where you had success, does that give you a bit more confidence coming in?
It's nice to go to a place that's familiar, and a place where you do have good memories, of course, and a place that feels comfortable to play. So in that respect, it definitely adds a layer of comfortability for sure. But also with that, maybe comes a slightly different pressure of defending champion, of a couple of other extra commitments as well. But that's a very nice problem to have for sure.
As always, thank you. You speak so well. Thank you so much, and good luck this week.
Thank you very much.
Stay dry.